Hello, I'm Dr. Vikki Petersen. I wanted to talk to you today about a recent study that talked about the association between eating gluten and not eating gluten and risk to your heart. So what the study found were those people that were eating the least amount of gluten actually had the highest risk for heart disease. Don't stop listening to this right now because there is more to this story, so please don't do that. There was an earlier study also in 2014, so there was a 2017 study, there was the 2014 study that also found the same thing. The 2014 study actually was evaluating those with celiac disease and gluten sensitivity. They saw specifically, early on in diagnosis, this increased risk. So is it that you have to choose between eating gluten, especially if you're very clear it's not good for you, and heart disease? No, not at all. So let's talk about what was really going on here. And that is that Americans, and a lot of people in industrialized countries, but we're here, so let's talk about us. 97% of Americans are deficient in fiber. Fiber is very, very important to decrease inflammation. It also feeds the good guys in your gut, the microbes in your gut. That whole population is called your microbiome. And what happened is, because Americans are so deficient, when they stop eating wheat, which for close to 80% of them is basically their sole source of fiber, this takes down the fuel and food to their microbiome, the good guys in your gut, so dramatically that the result is an increased risk of heart disease. So the real understanding that you need to come away from this with is that we need more fiber. Now, if somebody had really adequate, healthy fiber, then reducing their wheat or eliminating wheat and replacing it hopefully with some other whole grains, but also just healthy food. So if they had enough fiber and they stopped eating wheat, they wouldn't notice because they had adequate amounts. If the diet I follow, I don't eat gluten either, but if I was a gluten consumer with all the fruits and vegetables and the nuts and seeds and the beans that I eat, if I stopped eating wheat, I wouldn't suddenly increase my risk because I have so much fiber in my diet. So this study, it's accurate. Of course, the press had a field day with it. Don't go gluten-free, you're going to die from heart disease. Which of course led to people saying, wow, more pasta and cookies for me, it'll save me from heart disease. Of course, nothing could be farther from the truth. So the thing to also remember is that heart disease is still our #1 killer. Statistically, more of us will die from that than anything else. So we don't have good risk already in this country, but getting off that little fiber that we do eat made the risk even worse, you see? So we have to get ourselves not at risk, which means really increasing our fiber, not having 97% of us deficient in fiber. And then if gluten is not your friend, if you have celiac disease, if you have gluten sensitivity, then fine, you'll be absolutely fine eliminating it. So the real bottom line here, the takeaway that I want you to understand is we need more healthy fiber. And if gluten is not your friend, definitely stay away from it because it's going to decrease your chance of healthy survival in a whole host of ways, and feel free to visit my website to learn all about those. Speaking of which, the website is rootcausemedical.com. If you liked this video, please share it with others. Also, I want to let you know if your health is not the way you want it to be, reach out. Here at Root Cause Medical, we help the world's busiest people regain, retain, and reclaim their health, their energy, and their resilience. I would love to help you. We do free phone consultations and complimentary in-house consultations if you're close to us. So the telephone number here is 408-733-0400. It was great talking to you, and we'll talk again soon.